this happen. There's the preview. Okay, the preview works. Start streaming. Thank you. This over here. This in here. Okay. $10 and up. Publish now. Publish now. Okay, we should be live. We are live. Awesome. Copy this in the Discord. That. We're good. Audio. Go. Go. And record. Go. Got it. Cool. Live. Okay. Cool. Everything appears to be working. I wanna work it, work it. You wanna work it, work it. I wanna work it, work it. You wanna work it. Dun, 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 dun. I wanna move it, Murph. I also realized a very smart thing for notes when I'm doing Prime News. I could literally print off the topics. I don't know. You see me record Prime News where I reach over and I grab them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, no, you
can just
I
tape
saw
it here, and I can literally just look at it while I'm like. This is so dumb. Why? I'm an idiot. Usually it's because I have my glasses on. But now with the green screen set up, the light shine at the green screen and not me. So now there's no reflection. And I somehow still look okay. The camera's auto-correcting. Whatever setting I have it on now, I'm trying not to touch it until I have to touch it for E3 because I don't want to focus on faces at E3. But I have to switch back and forth between faces and the TV screen. Well, that might not matter because I might not be able to take it in for the gameplay. So
you probably could.
We haven't got our list of restrictions yet for this year.
Yeah,
so
you probably could. I mean, it's not. It doesn't have the detachable lens. So.
Oh!
What?
I was wondering. I thought I might have got screwed.
What?
Okay, you know. Okay, I don't. Is anyone watching yet? I don't think so. Well, even if they are, I guess they're about to find out. You know, I ordered those Nano Leafs.
Yeah.
And I found the old school ones that they don't make anymore.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I was gonna get a. I asked them, has it shipped yet?
Yeah.
Because it's been a week, and I haven't heard any updates.
Yeah.
We're sorry for the delay of our processing time, but due to high demand of those products, the processing time can take a few days longer. Well, at least they got back to me.
A few days longer.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah. A few days longer.
Are manufactured within... They're not manufactured within 3 to 7 days. You don't make them. They come from Apple. So it says it could take up to 20 days again. Okay, I guess okay, that's fine. So a few more days, so contact them next week, Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there. All right, cool. Hey, they responded. So as long as I can have contact with them, and it's not like a ghost site that doesn't give a crap. All right. Now what I was going to do is this. Clock. Timer. Actually, not timer, stopwatch. Just off camera. Cool. Unique
No,
New York.
Probably should have. Look, it should be fine.
What?
Audio should be fine. I mean, I looked at it.
The audio looks fine on the mixer.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm just watching it go up and down on the live stream thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Bam. Bada bing, bada boom. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 a ring, ding, ding.
All right, let's get this going. I gotta get up in the morning.
Ching, 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 ching. So do I. I gotta get up probably before you do. I gotta get my kids off to school.
I'll be up by 10 to 7.
Yeah, I'll be up at like 5. So,
yeah.
All right.
Right.
Hey everyone, I am Nathaniel Rufflejans, and this is to my left and your right.
Eric Moore.
And this is the Nintendo Prime Podcast, episode 104. Mixed it up on him.
Yeah,
It seems like
caught me off guard. Wait, what?
Yeah. How's it going? Just us two this week. I think we have a couple patrons coming on. I don't know. We have to like rearrange things. We have Easter coming up, so next week for sure should still be recorded on Thursday. The week after might be recorded on a Friday instead. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. You guys don't have to worry about it. Just sit back and enjoy. And we have 4 topics, and for the first time I think in Nintendo Prime history, I didn't come up with any of them. Now I've had Eric come up with topics in the past. And I was off getting some food for my fiance, and I'm like, hey, man, you want to come up with some topics? He didn't have to. But I come home, and he has 4. I was expecting, like, oh, maybe he found 1. Because usually when I ask him, he comes up with, like, 1. He says, like, 1 topic.
Yeah. Well.
But he has 4. Yeah. And so I'm going to let Eric introduce the topic.
Oh,
what's our first topic, Eric?
Did we want to go in order, I'm guessing?
Well,
just
sure.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
just pick a topic. Russian roulette it.
Russian roulette it. All right. So it's been announced that Disney Plus is coming to Switch. Actually, and a lot of other things.
Yeah, and PlayStation 4 and Xbox and PC and Roku's and I think Amazon Fire TVs and a whole bunch. They're trying to put it everywhere.
Right.
Big news, though, that it comes to Switch because Switch doesn't have many streaming services.
Right.
In fact, Hulu is it when it comes to on-demand, traditional on-demand. And even then, Hulu has a live TV aspect. So it's also like a live TV thing you can do on but maybe, now you think about it, maybe that's why we have Disney Plus, because Disney owns 60% of Hulu.
Yeah.
So obviously
that would make sense. Yeah.
They must be working together.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I mean, it's weird too because literally Nintendo announced not too long ago they have a 4th theme park being built with Universal. So it's like they're building theme parks with Universal, but they're letting Disney streaming services and nobody else's, by the way. It'd be fine if they let everybody know. Nobody else's. There's no Amazon. There's no Netflix.
Yeah, I'm still confused.
No Crunchyroll.
Still really confused.
We have YouTube
on those.
And Hulu. And now the other Disney one, Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Whenever it launches. They didn't give an announced release date. Basically, Disney did a kind of a little presentation today for Disney Plus. And they didn't say when it's coming. They just said it's coming before the end of the year. They said within the year, which we assume that means within this year, or maybe it means a year after the thing comes out. I don't know. It'll have every single Disney and Pixar movie. I don't know why they had to say and Pixar, because Pixar is owned by Disney, so I whatever. But I think that's because they want to differentiate, because they did say all rated R movies would go to Hulu, which they own like Touchstone and a few others, so that's like where the rated R movies would come from. So I think maybe they're just maybe they think Pixar is such a big deal that it's worth mentioning on its own.
Well, a lot of their more modern classic movies are Disney Pixar.
Sure, yeah.
So I mean it makes the most sense to just
not all of them.
Most of them. That's why I said most of them.
Most of the ones that people think are good.
Right.
Let's put a caveat in there. There's a lot of Disney movies that come out.
Right.
But the ones that people like, Toy Story coming out, like Pixar. I got some Pixar, everyone.
Yeah, Disney Pixar.
Was Frozen done by Pixar? I don't think Frozen was. I think Frozen was back to their old traditional ways.
No, I don't even think Frozen's Disney. Is it? I thought it was.
You don't even think of Frozen's Disney? Oh my gosh, I'm literally, I don't even know who this man. We grew up on Disney, and this man, I can't believe he even has to Google this right now. Maybe you should Disney this. Yeah. I'm gonna let the dead air go because I'm in shock. I'm in such shock right now. We're just dead air in this. Yeah, it was only one of the biggest Disney movies to ever come out in the past decade because it's the biggest hit they have had.
For some odd reason, I don't know why I had DreamWorks stuck in my head.
Yeah, it was the biggest animated film they had ever had since like Toy Story 1. Yeah. Like it was huge.
And that was straight Disney. It was not Disney.
Yeah, Pixar, it wasn't. Yeah, and that was why it was a big deal because it was a return to their musicals, which they hadn't really been doing.
Right.
Basically they stopped once Pixar came around. Like, we're not doing this anymore. Like, why? Yeah. Nobody stopped loving musicals.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, hello, you guys had High School Musical.
Oh God.
And that was awesome. Proved that people like musicals.
Yeah.
Like Lion King. Like everyone likes the music. Like, why did you stop?
I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. The Pixar stuff is great, but you could have did both, and now you are doing both.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Yes.
Anyways,
So yeah, I'm obviously excited. For those of you out there that might not care so much about the animated stuff, because maybe that's more towards your kids or more towards like your, what you grew up with. It's everything. So you're talking Star Wars is going to be on here.
Yeah.
Because those are all PG-13 and under.
Yep.
Marvel's going to be on here.
Yep.
All PG-13 and under. They also said they're going to have at least 5 new movies in the first year. Exclusive to the service. We don't know what those movies are. We're assuming they're Netflix style, make something. Yeah. Some of them, I think we do know what they are. I think there's a couple of Marvel movies they're making that are non-traditional. There's also going to be a show, one show is going to be about Loki or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
There's some stuff you got to pay attention to. The final season of the Clone Wars is going to be on there.
I thought they were also doing shows too.
Yes,
5 movies, 5
Clone Wars
shows.
is a show.
No, 5. I thought it was 5 movies and 5 shows.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
I was just saying some of the ones that I remember they announced that were going to be there. So, and they'll just expand upon that over time, like Netflix did. They're projecting something by 2023, 2024 that they'll have something like 94 million people. That's their estimates. They don't know, obviously, but they assume that that's the appeal, and that 2/3 of that audience will be overseas. And that's not, should we be surprised that 2/3 of the audience is overseas? Because Hulu isn't overseas. Hulu is literally North America exclusive.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, and who knows? Maybe Disney will be the key to unlocking that overseas too. I don't know.
Maybe.
There's a lot of copyright laws to work around, especially when you have rated R stuff. And maybe that's why they're keeping it off here. Because, hey, we don't got to worry about it. PG-13 and another, the whole world lets you watch that.
Right, yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, I think that's, I honestly, we've known that the Disney service was going to come for a while. This is why things were getting canceled on Netflix, like the Marvel shows that upset some people. But and what sucks is those specific actors for those characters can never play again. So it would have to be whenever the contract expires for those IPs, they have to reboot them. So that sucks that they couldn't work out something with Netflix to get those characters. Because that would have been a big, and I don't even know if there would have been any money Netflix would have took for that. Because you know how much of the Netflix audience that could have pulled over.
Oh, yeah.
If you're like, oh, by the way, all these shows that we bought and paid for, Disney gave us billions, and now they have them all. Oh, that's cool. Well, we just lost 30 million of our audience to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Which they probably will lose anyway as soon as they're rebooted. But assuming they're good.
Possible. Yeah,
assuming they're good. Like as the Netflix has a reputation of making good shows.
Now the thing is, there's enough money to hire writers away. So,
I think if you are a writer, like a professional script writer out there, I think there has to be more jobs now than there's ever been.
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, it used to just be Hollywood.
Yeah,
pretty much. You need to be on cable TV or writing movies.
Yeah.
Occasionally you can get lucky, get a job writing some stuff for Broadway, but that was always on the lesser end. Now it's like, no, everywhere is making exclusive shows and movies, so there's more jobs than ever. So
yeah,
I guess it's maybe a good field to get into now. But as journalism goes away,
if you could pull one of the
becomes fictional writing,
right. If you could pull in one of the producers and or big time writers of those Netflix shows, and kind of get the same feel.
I don't know, but I don't think they want to do that. Because remember, this is called Disney Plus. I think the first thing they're going to do is take one of their own big name people and have them work on
possibly,
something. Yeah. Because they, as awesome as Netflix is, Netflix has kind of an edge to it, right? Their content feels HBO like.
Yeah.
And HBO movies, HBO shows are some of the best around. I mean, heck, Game of Thrones, we had the final season. Episode 1 just landed yesterday by the time this is public. And that's... that's a massive, way more expensive than just an individual movie to make a whole season of Game of Thrones. But it pulls in such a huge audience. And that's what happens with Netflix shows, and that's why so many of them can afford big budgets. And I don't know that Disney wants to go that far. We'll see.
Yeah.
But Disney already, because you got to remember, Disney has, they have the Disney Channel and Disney Junior. They already do their own movies and their own shows. You hope that, are they really going to do blockbuster movies on their service when they still do blockbuster movies in movie theaters?
I wasn't saying like movies. I was saying for like the shows.
But even that, I don't know. I guess it's just wait and see because we don't know. We haven't. They've never done this, so we don't know.
I'm just excited to get all of my,
childhood, in one spot,
pretty much.
Oh, by the way, guys, it's only $6.99 a month.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Disney, decided to price this super competitive. It's basically cheaper than getting HBO.
And also, if you do the yearly,
Yeah, it's
yearly
even
thing,
cheaper. It's like
cheaper then. Yeah.
$583 or something
Yeah.
for like $70 a year. It's an insanely good deal if you like Disney's content
Yeah.
and you want it available everywhere without having to pop in DVDs and movies. There's no reason not to have this, especially if you love Marvel and Star Wars. Everywhere,
It'll be interesting.
all
to
the new
s-
movies will get added to it after a short period of time, like hit the movie theaters, and then like Endgame.
Right.
Endgame's probably going to be there day one.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
So we could,
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if they do like the download stuff. Like,
they're
Yeah,
letting you
okay.
download it.
Nice.
Yep, they
Okay.
announced that from day one you'll be able to download everything. You won't have to.
because
You
I mean,
don't have
that
to- you don't have to
that'd be
stream it.
fantastic.
Netflix lets you do it if you're at a certain subscription level,
Mhm.
but they didn't let you do it right away. Disney's like, no, you don't even have to
We're
stream
doing
it.
it. We're doing
Or you're having a buffering problem, just download it.
Yeah.
Come back in like a half hour. You're
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, that'd be awesome. You going to E3 and stuff. If there's no good movies on the plane, well,
I
don't
don't
worry.
think it's not
I
going to
got
launch. It's not going to launch before E3.
No, I know,
I
but
bet you it won't be till the end of the year. But
Right,
next
right,
year,
you
yeah,
know what I'm saying.
yeah. If you want to
or
download
if you're
some
traveling
stuff.
somewhere and they don't have good
but
movies
here's
on
the thing:
planes.
we always fly Delta,
I know they got good
and
movies.
they have like literally movies that are still in theaters.
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah.
So
No, I know.
So like,
But-
unless I've literally seen everything in theaters, I'd rather
Right.
watch that than something.
No,
I can
I
just watch
get
at
it.
home.
I get it. But
It's
and-
better than
and-
hotel rooms.
I mean, heck, sometimes they have Disney's.
for how much you
videos
pay for
on them.
flights, it better be.
Yeah, I know, right?
Actually, flights are they've come down. They used to be way more expensive, and then they came down, probably because they're just trying to get more people to fly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it coming to Switch is a big deal because Switch doesn't have a lot of streaming services, but because
Yeah.
Switch has Hulu, it's probably not as surprising. It is interesting how Nintendo's successfully working with Disney and Universal at the same time.
Right.
But again,
Right.
it's on different avenues.
Yeah.
I mean, Universal's
Yes.
doing movies and theme parks for them, and they're just like, hey, look, Universal doesn't have streaming services, so why do we care?
Right.
So maybe maybe they just don't see
And
think there's any crossover there.
Right. Exactly. And maybe that's exactly what.
Well,
both-
maybe that's why Netflix is in there,
Maybe.
because there is some Universal stuff on Netflix.
Maybe. Yeah.
We
Possible.
never thought about that.
Yeah.
Now we think we'll have 2 Disney streaming services, but nothing for anybody else besides YouTube. That's a bipartisan,
Right. And there's not. Oh, I suppose there's movies on there. that
Well,
you can
there is, but
buy,
it's different.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it's interesting.
I'm excited.
And the fact that it's before it even comes out, it's already announced for Switch is just kind of like, huh?
I never would have thought that, a non-existent streaming service would come to the Switch before Netflix. I mean,
I honestly think, as I said, there's something going on. There's something about this deal with Hulu that is preventing these things from coming. That we're not getting Netflix, not getting. I wonder if there was a backdoor check cut by Disney. We're like, hey, look, we know you work with like whatever. We don't care. We want streaming services that are about modern day movies and stuff and shows exclusive to us. And that's probably why we didn't get YouTube right away either. And then Nintendo kind of, hey, like we put our Nintendo Directs on YouTube, stuff like that.
right.
And they're just like, yeah, it's on YouTube side. We put stuff on YouTube too.
Right,
Like
exactly.
people should be able to watch our latest trailers.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube.
Right,
Like, okay.
right. Yeah, yeah.
So that's how how YouTube got around it. And you wonder if Twitch might be able to get around it. But then if Twitch comes, Amazon's going to want to bring Amazon Prime, and Disney's going to be like, hell no.
Yeah.
How long before this is the one thing you have to think about. How long is it before Disney just pulls all their crap from everywhere else though, and you could only get it at Disney Plus?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Even
It
on Amazon,
really
you can't
won't
even
surprise
buy
me.
it anymore on Amazon. You
It-
have to go to Disney
It
Plus.
really won't surprise me.
Which they didn't say they were going to offer services to buy it though.
Right. Except for the fact that if you've already bought the thing, so I don't know.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
They
You have
usually
to-
don't. They usually don't pull it back if you already bought it.
Right.
It's
But oh god, I lost my question.
okay. I just think it's crazy that we're getting it. I think it's good news for. I mean,
Oh.
any additional streaming service at this point for Switch owners is good news. Because
Right.
we don't have anything else coming, nothing else announced. So cool.
Right. I thought of my question. So why is it then that the whole back and forth between Nintendo and Netflix? Well, Nintendo asked Netflix. Netflix asked Nintendo. Nintendo asked Netflix. Netflix asked Nintendo. What's with the whole back and forth then? Why would Netflix just say
one wants to
throw the other one under the
admit-
bus?
Yeah, I think that it's no one wants to burn bridges because even if there wasn't a backroom deal, because I'm just speculating, but even if there wasn't, then something's going on with contract negotiations and no one wants to say anything. If there was a
Yeah.
backdoor deal, then neither company wants to say anything because it might make the other company look bad. and that might sour future relations on future, because the contract probably wouldn't be forever. So,
Right.
and the thing is, Disney Plus is on everything, so I don't really know why they would be like, oh, but on Switch, you can't have, like, why? Every other thing you're on has Netflix and everything. So
Right.
it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with streaming services. All I know is we have another one to add to the list by the end of the year.
Hey, I mean, fantastic.
Cool, and it's cheap. I mean, collectively, if you want to watch more than Disney, then you have another streaming service, and another streaming service. And by the time you're actually paying more than you ever paid for cable, so I understand. Some people are getting sick of these streaming services because there's getting so many of them that by the time you have everything you actually want to watch,
you might as well just pay for
you
cable.
are already spending like $100 a month. I get it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have Hulu, which includes my streaming TV, and that's like $40 a month. I have Netflix, which is another, to keep up in the price, it's like $15 a month now, so now I'm up to $55. Add this in here, I'm up to $60, and I can have internet and cable from Charter for $60. So
Yeah. No.
granted,
For
I
like
don't get all the content
For like
I
a
want.
half a year.
And this is on top of the fact that through Amazon I'm paying for HBO, Stars, and now Nickelodeon, because Hulu doesn't have Nickelodeon, and Yuli is addicted to SpongeBob. Thank God it's like $1 a month, so it's not a huge deal, but still. Anyways.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, so moving on.
Yeah.
This next one.
I know. I know.
So Nintendo did an oopsie.
Yeah,
I made a video on it. Literally, that was like the title.
Yeah.
Stage Builder has been leaked for Smash Bros. In fact, I don't know by the time this is public, you guys have already seen it. I have no idea what Nintendo's going to do.
Right.
Remember, this podcast releases, all podcasts release 10 a.m. Monday, unless you are a Patreon backer.
Mm-hmm.
So the Smash Ultimate Stage Builder they did a 30-second commercial.
It was in the first
and it was
2
like
seconds.
the first 2 seconds.
It was. I paused it. It's literally the second in.
Yeah. It literally, they flash to the screen and they're showing you one of the sub menus, and then boom, there's Stage Builder down in the bottom right corner, and you're just like, that wasn't there before.
Yeah. I literally picked up Nate's Switch to see if that was there, and my leg was getting pulled when I saw that. I'm like, it's not actually there. Holy crap, this is an actual thing.
Yep. So Stage Builder was leaked. Some people are thinking Nintendo did it on purpose, which is very possible because they.
Yeah.
I mean, this is literally their own commercial, so it's either on purpose or not. And if it's not, you figure they would have pulled it down. So they left it up. So
at that point,
once it's out there, I know.
Yeah, exactly. Once it's out there, there's no point in pulling
There's
it.
supposed to be a big Smash 3.0 update coming this month that includes Joker if you have the paid DLC, and his new stage and music and all that. And it's supposed to include some new content and modes that they've never announced. They just said there's going to be new content and modes. And obviously, part of it is a stage builder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care about stage builders. I don't care about building in general. That's why I'm not like super excited for Mario Maker. That's why I don't really play Minecraft or Dragon Quest Builders or any building game where you can build your own thing. Or even like in Halo when you used to be able to have like the forge and build. Like, I just don't care. I like playing, not building. But
Yeah.
I like playing other people's things they build.
Yeah.
Like in Fortnite, they have that creative mode thing. I love when that like pops in the map and you play someone's creative thing. Like, I think that's really cool. Maybe it's because I lack the creativity to do anything cool.
I'm terrible at creation.
Like I made some maps in Mario Maker and I'm like, oh, I was really proud of these. And then I played some online. I'm like, God, I suck. I really don't want to be designing. I know. Like, mine looked like straight out of Fisher Price. So
nice.
like,
Nice.
I'm just not. I've never been good at the building stuff, and I'm sure if I did more of it, I get better. But I just don't care to get better. I enjoy playing other people's stuff more. That's why I'm still going to pick up Super Mario Maker 2 because I'm going to let our patrons make some stages for me to play on a live stream. So
there you go. There you go.
So I enjoy playing it. I just
Yeah.
I suck at it. I'm not. By the way, when you watch me play, you'll see I suck at that too. But at least, I don't know, I have more fun playing and dying a zillion times as Mario, or getting stuck in a level because it's broken if you go the wrong way, than anything else. So,
I think my proudest moment for like stage building was from Halo, back in the day. My friend Chris and we designed a double-decker stage that the stage was just about as more likely to kill you than your opponents. We're talking like basically a capture the flag or King of the Hill map that had 3 different levels. One kind of where you spawned in, Then you had 2 different levels of where you went into, the capture the points, and we would use grav lifts to throw, let's say, dumpsters, concrete barriers, semis, forklifts, and the different barrels and basically everything.
Playing that map, yeah.
And it's so much fun because all of a sudden you're just standing there and all of a sudden you're shooting at somebody and all of a sudden they just get smoked by a dumpster and you're like, whoops.
That's just happened.
Yeah, or you'll be sitting there shooting at somebody, you'll accidentally nick the side of a dumpster and it takes you out and it says you committed suicide and you're like, I did? All right, cool. I thought stage killed me, but all
I
right.
remember playing that one.
But yeah, no, that was my proudest moment in a stage builder thing.
Well,
but
what would you want to do in a Smash stage builder?
I'm maybe something along the lines of that. Just start throwing items across the map or throwing objects across the map.
Well, they don't have objects that hit you though like that. What I want to do is
they got cars and stuff and
yeah, I suppose if they let you play around with some of that, I want to be able to add as many bosses in as I can.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
I want a stage that's just a flat ground, but every single boss in the game is in that stage. And they pop up all at the same time.
Oh, gosh.
You want to talk about the goal is just to survive the stage.
One after the other.
It's just survive the stage.
That would actually be pretty good.
That's the only thing, it's simple to do.
Yeah.
But it's a marathon.
Yeah.
And you're still trying to kick the crap out of everyone else along the way if you can get to them. Oh man, yeah. I think that's the only real thing I want to build. And there's a lot of cool things. Hyrule Castle and all those other things that are stages. You could rebuild or build your own.
That'd be an interesting one. Basically, you build a box with only 2 small openings.
Oh yeah.
And then you can just sit there and wail on each other, and then hope the only way to kill somebody is to knock them through a small little hole in the side.
Or just one dinky little hole.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's the only way to die.
Yeah.
Only way to die.
Oh God, you could see. I wonder if you could blow the percentages up.
Yeah, I think you could probably get.
Would
it
you
to
break
max.
that? Would you break the percentages?
It wouldn't break. It would probably just max out and stop adding up. Because it'd be anything touch you should die. But then
you should die.
It's hard to get out the hole. So
yeah,
it's just like no, you know what that's like? It's like those YouTube streams that are out there where it has the old DVD logo, and you sit there and stare at it, and it says, "When's it gonna hit the corner?" It's like dun dun.
Right. Yeah.
Like 1 out of every 800 cycles, it finally hits the corner.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. Oh, good God. Yeah, but I mean, that would be kind of cool. Just having this box where you just beat the snot out of each other.
He's all into just creating chaos.
Yes, I am.
Just, if I'm going to build my own stage, I don't want it to be, oh, you want to build another Final Destination? Just use the ones that are already there. I want to build something that the creators of Smash would never do.
Right.
I want to break the game.
Right. I mean, isn't that the job of gamers?
Oh, and by the way, make it so the box is only like this big instead of the stage is this big. Box is this big.
Yes.
And it's 8-player stage.
Oh, no. God. I mean, you just be sitting there button smashing until you just fly out of the you fly out of the hole or somebody else flies out of the hole.
You want to fly out of it early before all your stuff lands so you can land on top and just chill up there. Because no one's going to be able to get you.
Right.
Well, and that's not true.
Well,
you probably can intentionally jump out if you really want to.
No, you just make it high enough.
Yeah, but there's characters that can literally fly.
You just make it high enough.
It depends on how high it lets you go.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be interesting. I mean, if you want to, no, that's why I said you don't make the you make it the top completely flat. It's on the sides, so you have to angle one off the ricochet off the wall.
Or if for somehow, because I don't know what the restrictions are going to be, and it is possible to land on top. Can we set it so it's straight ice and you just slide the hell off?
Yeah.
Even if you land on top, you're going down.
You just angle it just slightly.
Or conveyor belts that are going so fast that even if you do touch it, you're just
you're shot off. Yes. Yes.
Again, I don't know what tools and what availability there's going to be, but it'll be interesting to see. Again, fun ideas, but I'm just not into building things. But you know what? The more we talk about that, Eric and I are probably going to build a stage like that and then stream and just I don't know, wreck each other. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone gets wrecked. I don't really know if there's a winner there. I mean, technically, someone wins at the end, I suppose. Who's the luckiest?
Right.
It takes away all skill. That's what I like about it.
Right.
Or it makes it super skill for you to know the launch angle of the attack to perfectly get it up there at the right percentage.
Right.
per character with different weights.
Right.
Anyways,
Oh God.
so that's the thing that's coming.
Yeah.
Now the question is, do we think that because they haven't announced it yet? So do you think there's going to be just a trailer that announces it, a Nintendo Direct, a Smash
That's
Direct?
what I was kind of wondering if a Direct would be coming.
Yeah, 'cause
Well, I mean, yeah, Direct.
they
would
did
be
a
coming.
Direct Mini last year
Right.
around this time, so it's like
It'd be. I'm
we don't know
thinking-
the release date for Cadence of Hyrule yet, and they just said spring. Well, guess what? There's like
It's-
6 weeks of spring left.
Right.
So
Yeah. I mean, I could see a Direct or Smash Direct.
Smash
possibly
Direct.
too. But it would make more sense to have like a Direct Mini or something where they announce
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple of different games and then they announce.
Joker and
They-
you know,
they
Shadow,
present
Shadow
Joker.
Drop the update or whatever.
Yep. They present the Joker and kind of show him off,
Release
and then
date for Super Mario Maker 2 that comes out in June.
yeah, there's that.
Be nice to have that announced before we're in June.
Right. And then they show off. There's still a couple more characters in the Smash bundle, right? That need to be
We have
announced?
4 more.
Okay,
come
yeah,
after
so-
Joker. Yeah.
So and then announce the next one, because once you drop Joker, you kind of need to
Yeah,
have
what's going to be the next
what's going to be the
anticipated
next
character?
one. Yeah.
It's going to be Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh yeah, God, I freaking wish. Oh God. I mean, there goes Donkey Kong. I'm not playing as anything else ever.
I mean, I'm
again.
Piranha Plant now.
Oh yeah.
Piranha
Nice.
Plant's my main.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't help it, man. That
Yeah.
stretchy neck.
I mean,
It reminds me of the fact that I don't have a neck.
you're
So
just,
now I got
you're
an
just
extra
jealous.
stretchy. Exactly. I'm compensating.
Got it.
Compensated.
Got it. I mean, I just played a tournament and Piranha Plant was on the other side. I was like, can I actually see what Piranha Plant? No, damn, he lost to Captain Falcon. I'm like, dang it.
Well, you know what that means.
I just played Piranha Plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we could just smash right after
Yeah.
this.
I gotta go home.
You can't handle a 2-stock 1
Yeah,
minute match.
probably. Yeah, it's probably true.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Make you play. I'll play with the broken Joy-Cons even. All right. What's the next topic, bud?
Oh, okay. So a new, I guess, trailer-ish.
I'm actually
For-
looking up. I don't.
It-
Well,
it's
they don't
called-
even know what we're talking about.
It's for Detective Pikachu. Landed not too long ago. They called it the auditions.
yeah.
So
I saw the trailer. I was seeing the movie. Okay, May 10th. Okay. So I knew it was coming soon.
Oh, nice.
So
I didn't
May
realize it was coming.
Yeah.
I just watched the trailer too, and I'm like, I didn't even.
The OG trailer.
No, the auditions trailer.
Oh yeah,
The
that just
audition
came
was-
out by
yeah.
Ryan Reynolds. Released that like
Yeah.
a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what you wrote it as. Are you excited for Detective Pikachu?
Oh God.
So I'm guessing you're excited for Detective Pikachu.
Yeah. I mean,
So excited you didn't even. That's okay. I didn't know either. I had to look it up. I knew it was soon. I knew it was
Yeah.
coming like next month. But
yeah, I was so excited that I didn't realize. I didn't look at the date.
yeah, I'm day one,
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
and I'll probably bring my daughter with too. She likes Pokemon. I think
Yeah.
she'll like it. Although she'll think the Pokemon are creepy. Either way,
Well, I mean,
but I like that they're creepy.
there are a couple of them that are
because the
kinda
Pokemon,
creepy.
if you especially when you read the descriptions, a lot of them should be very creepy in real life.
A lot of them should
Like
be like
Psyduck, like
dead
literally
in real life. but-
like literally, Psyduck is like, if he gets a headache, everyone dies
yeah.
because his head explodes.
God, that just reminds me of the trailer. They're just sitting in the car and they're listening to elevator music, and Pikachu turns to Psyduck and goes, "Okay, so we're listening to this, so you don't get a headache."
Yeah.
And it's like, "Yep." Oh God, everybody else has a headache.
Yeah.
You can just see it.
It
It's
looks
like,
good.
Oh my God.
It looks good.
I
It's hard for me not to be excited because everything I thought real life Pokemon would be by it like look like and feel like.
Yeah.
Obviously it's got comedy. It's got Ryan Reynolds, which helps because I like
God.
everything he's in. Even Green Lantern, which
I've-
isn't a good movie. He was good in it. Just
Right.
the script sucked. It was a really bad script.
Oh,
But it's just. It's weird to me that the Pokemon movie I finally get excited for after all these years is a spin-off
right,
from Detective Pikachu.
right.
Like a live action, like normal Pokemon movie about Ash or whatever. Nah. We're getting Detective Pikachu. Like,
Right, right.
Detective Pikachu stuff. We're getting into a live action Pokemon movie.
I think 99.99% of it is Ryan Reynolds. I mean, for me, okay. So
He wasn't
maybe-
even the original person they wanted to do it.
seriously.
No.
Oh, Wow. Well, shame on them. Shame on them.
Ryan Reynolds should just be first choice for every character.
Yes, he should. I mean, I've loved the whole Pikachu Deadpool thing. It's
that's fan art. It's
I
fan
know,
art,
but
yeah.
it's still freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, no, I mean, a lot of it is Ryan Reynolds, but the movie does look really well done.
Well, it looks like they put, a big enough budget into the actual CGI on the Pokemon, which is huge.
Right.
So they didn't cheap out on trying to represent Pokemon legit and make them look like they belong in the world. As creepy as some of them might look, guess what? They're not going to look all anime and fluffy. That's not the way. Things don't look that way in the real world.
Right.
So,
Right.
even the cute and fluffy things we see don't look like that.
I'm not gonna lie. In the auditions trailer, it looks like Jigglypuff was a drug addict. I'm not gonna lie. It almost looked that way.
Probably is. Probably explains the powers.
Yeah. Right. Oh, good God.
I mean, it does have the power to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks so good. Like it's kind of edgy.
Mm-hmm.
Still intended for kids,
Mm-hmm.
which is awesome because it's going to hit that tween market where adults and kids, which I guess is what Pokemon goes for anyways. So I guess it's like right in its wheelhouse.
Right.
And it's obviously more comedic than anything we've seen, which is to be expected. You're not going to have Ryan Reynolds be the voice and not have it be comedic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Detective Pikachu, the actual game, does have some comedy value to it, so maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's why they thought it would work well. I don't know, but it looks good. And I guess, is this like going to be the best live action like movie based on a video game?
I don't know. That is true. I never really thought of that.
Well, because
like,
I think here's the thing. I'm not as harsh as other people are on these
Right.
on live action. It's like I like the Resident Evil movies. I like the Tomb Raider movies.
Yeah.
I like the Super Mario Bros. movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. So like to me, it's like it's got to top all those. And I was like, oh, that should be easy. And I'm just like, but I really like those movies.
I was okay with the Resident Evil movies.
I
But
like those movies.
yeah. I didn't really see much for the Tomb Raiders. So there's that. Yeah. No.
Maybe the Tomb Raiders was just because I was single and it was Angelina Jolie and I had a crush on her at the time.
Oh, who
So that
doesn't
might-
have a crush on her?
I don't need more. Not just because I'm engaged, but if I have a crush on any celebrity, it's Scarlett Johansson. So, like, I think I've just moved on,
Yeah.
and she's old news.
No, it's,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Angelina Jolie.
yeah.
Just you're old news. Brad Pitt, hey, you're old news too. So I don't see anyone saying they want Brad Pitt anymore. So
oh wait. I mean,
wait.
wait.
I mean, if that's the way you want to go, man, I will not judge.
no.
He is more cut than most men.
You're right. God. Though this is gonna be the first Pokemon movie I've seen since like the OG movie.
Since Pokemon V movie,
Yes.
you haven't seen any
I
since.
don't think I've
At
seen
all?
any since.
So you haven't seen any since like when we went and you got like the little Japanese Pokemon Mew card.
I don't remember. All I remember is the first one.
Okay, well,
It's possible that I went to the second one.
you didn't even
But-
like Mewtwo Strikes Back.
No, I don't think I've seen any other Pokemon movie except for the first one, maybe the second one.
How did the first one end?
Oh God, isn't it like almost a dream sequence?
I'm trying to remember
It's
if
been
it was
a
the first or
long
the second
time
one.
ago.
I is either the first movie or the second movie. Ash basically dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a dream sequence though. He actually is
Right.
basically
Dying.
killed.
Yeah.
Well, he
Or-
based on what happened, he's dead
Yeah.
at that time, but he's kind of brought back. And it was all emotional, even for me at the time. It's still
Right.
emotional when I watch that scene because
God, it's been
not
a
so
long
much
time
the
since I've
other
seen it.
Pokemon, all the other Pokemon he's caught around him, just staring at him, waiting for him to get back up. It's Pikachu
Mm-hmm.
going up to him and just like all the times he's shocked him, whenever
Right.
Ash has said something stupid.
You're right.
And here he is, like the tears rolling down
Yeah.
Pikachu's eyes as he's trying to like jolt him back to life, and it just stays great. Like, oh man, dark and ominous, and you're like, Mewtwo, like this is what?
Right.
Like, no, this is Pokemon. Ash doesn't die.
Yeah. Right.
Pokemon
Yeah.
die. Ash doesn't die.
Yeah. Pokemon faint. I don't even know
Yeah,
if they die.
Faint.
I don't even know if they
Faint.
die.
There's Pokemon. I don't know if any Pokemon have actually died in the animated series,
I don't know.
but
But
there was the one in like the show. There was the sort of like when Charmander's flame went out. Oh, that was sad too. See, Pokemon does this to you. It knows how to pull your heartstrings if you follow the storyline. Anyways,
Yeah.
that movie was good, and they remade it. So
They did.
yeah, they did. I haven't seen it
Oh.
yet, but they remade it.
Oh. All right. I mean, I guess I haven't really had the.
Here's the thing:
Thought
you
process
fell
goes
out of
back to-
Pokemon pretty much the moment you watched that movie. Maybe that was it. The movie.
The damn movie
Pokemon.
ruined Pokemon for
you.
me. Yeah, no.
Oh,
No.
let's go. I had a good time. Let's go though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. But God, yeah. Sword and
so
Shield. Yeah,
Detective
right.
Pikachu.
Exactly.
Looks good. Gonna see
Yeah.
it day one.
Oh yeah. What?
I don't know what else
What
there's
day?
to say.
What day is the
May
10th?
10th. I'm assuming it's a Thursday. That's when most movies come out. Or it's a Friday, but you can watch it the Thursday.
Ah,
before the
crap!
first
Which
premiere.
means we're pushing. Which means we're pushing the podcast. Podcast from the theater.
If it's a true midnight showing, we gotta push crap.
Podcast from the theater.
Of course, they don't really do true midnight anymore because they were tired of having employees work that late.
Oh, right.
But I mean, even if it's like a 7, just I don't know, get off work an hour early and we'll do the podcast.
Right. Okay. Let's actually check this out.
It's May 10th. Is that I just
Friday.
don't, it's Friday? Yeah. So you'll be able to go on Thursday though. You'll be
Yeah.
on the 9th. They do all major movies you can do on the day before.
Yeah.
So. And hello, I have
yeah.
some Pokemon merchant.
Yeah.
We can advertise Nintendo
Hey,
Prime.
there you go.
Hey, let
Yeah.
everyone in Chippewa Falls know that they can watch someone they know
Yeah.
on the
Maybe
internet. Maybe that's
people,
not. This
you know.
isn't such a good idea.
Yeah.
What I like about being in where I live is that nobody really knows I do what I do because nobody watches what I do.
At least that we know of.
I really don't care if they watch.
Yeah.
It's all right. All right. Our next topic. Care to explain, good sir?
I don't really know a whole lot of it. I just read the title of the
Well, introduce the topic so
Yes.
at least I know what we're talking about. That you guys probably know more about than we do.
Probably. Apparently, Super Mario Odyssey is getting a theater mode to rewatch all the game's cutscenes, and it works with the Nintendo Labo VR. I think it's built specifically
So
for
Labo
the VR.
VR is already out. So you guys are probably already knowing if you like it or not. But obviously we can't do it for Super Mario Odyssey or Zelda yet. That comes later this month. So I think it's interesting that you get a theater mode to rewatch the game's cutscenes with Labo. But like in my head, wouldn't just putting the VR goggles on make everything a theater mode by default anyways?
Maybe.
I know that, like, obviously the games will have modes designed around VR for it, but, I mean, just, like, if it's not designed around it, wouldn't it just be a movie theater presentation? Like, as an example,
Figure, yeah.
when you, like, put
I never
your
really thought of that.
phone, when you put your phone, like, in Google Cardboard or whatever, it's not doing anything to it to make it movie theater mode.
Yeah.
It's just, you can't see anything else but the screen,
Mm-hmm.
so it feels like a movie theater. So, like, wouldn't it just be the same thing?
Hey. Yeah. I
And
guess.
if that's
I
the
never really
thing,
thought of
like,
that.
isn't that really a mode? Well, shouldn't you
Yeah.
be able to do that with everything? In theory, you can Labo any game. It's just not going to have any actual virtual reality, but it should have it should look like a movie theater.
God.
Or maybe the games just look like crap. That's always possible too.
Way to
We can't discount that.
way to ruin my thought process.
Well, what was your thought process?
I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool, but now that you say that, it's like, yeah, you're kind of right. That is probably true. You probably could just throw it on there, and
Well, I don't know. Don't have
Unless-
it yet. So,
I mean, unless there's some things that I don't know.
well, okay. Let's follow this up. What other games do we want to see? Let's assume it doesn't work with anything by default.
Mm-hmm.
What other games would you like a movie theater style presentation to it? Disney Plus, but I mean, I'm talking about games.
Right.
Obviously not.
Right.
Obviously, all the multimedia apps. I'd love to lay back in my bed
Right.
and just watch a movie
I mean,
theater mode. But.
Yeah, obviously. God, I mean, obviously Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
I mean, just because the cutscenes are
and
not
the cutscenes are not in VR. They stated that
So-
very plainly.
to actually watch those again and how gorgeous they are. To have it in like
in
a
movie
theater mode or something would be fantastic.
I can hear you on that one.
I'm trying to think of what
Well,
other
by the way, the
games-
kits don't come with a strap. Just letting you know.
you know how many people are going to be jerry-rigging straps?
I mean, they're just gonna duct tape it to their head,
That too.
especially for Zelda.
Oh yeah. I mean, how can you implement?
I don't know how the entire game of Zelda can be in VR, but they expect you to hold it like this and play.
Right.
Like, no
Exactly.
no one's
No.
gonna do that.
And especially if especially for like Zelda and Odyssey.
Odyssey I get because it's just like a mini game. Like,
is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not
okay.
the whole game.
Right.
So like I understand for Odyssey, but for Zelda, like that people play that for long play sessions. The whole game's in VR, but cutscenes.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
No-
playing that.
no
I'm
strap?
playing that from beginning battery to dead
and
battery.
not only that, like, this is just me. In my opinion, they have to support dual controls for it. The Switch itself has no motion tracking. It's all in the Joy-Cons. So to me, for it to work properly with Zelda, not only do you need a strap, you need the game to support dual controls because you need the Joy-Cons to be on and used for head tracking. Mm-hmm. And then have another controller in your hand to actually play the game.
Right.
In my opinion, anyways, that's how it should work. So
Right.
I'm even more scared for how
Right.
VR is going to work. Not that it won't look cool.
My question is though,
God,
is
like this, like
and my next question is too. Then is thinking about Breath of the Wild. Sorry, this is getting way off topic.
we're
here
on
a little
VR.
bit.
We're good. We're fine.
Right. But how are the shrines that are gyroscoped going to work? I mean, you're going to have to like flip your head and. I mean, it's
No, it's handheld mode.
so, but isn't that
You can gyro, but you can do it like with the right stick too, technically. But like,
But the problem
Kinda
is,
kills the
but the
immersion,
problem, but the
though,
problem
too.
is though too is I don't know if you can actually turn off.
I don't
the,
think. Okay, did they think this
The
through? I
gyro?
think is the question you're asking.
Yeah.
Did they think this through? The answer is probably no, since there's no included strap and no ability to. Well, as far as we're aware, maybe there is. We don't know technically, but no ability to leave the Joy-Cons on for head tracking while playing with a different controller. To me, that would fix everything. Sure, I'll flick my head.
Yeah,
It
right.
ain't gonna fly off.
Right.
But give me a chin strap. Let's go.
Honestly, it wouldn't.
Then give me an extra arm to feed me some Cheetos. Well,
right. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if, when Mario Odyssey and Zelda get VR support, that there comes out a Zelda and Mario themed VR kit, like head kit that actually comes with straps for playing
I
those
don't think
games.
so.
It wouldn't surprise me, but then again, it wouldn't surprise me if it didn't.
I hope you're right, but I don't know. I guess we don't know. That's why we need a direct.
Yeah, right.
Um,
right.
But in terms of just like this theater mode, pretty much any game that has a bunch of cutscenes, I
Right.
want it.
Right.
And it could just be like a separate thing even. It doesn't even have to happen organically in the game. It could just be a mode where you get to watch cutscenes.
And I think that's probably
That's probably what it is for
what it
Odyssey,
is. The
yeah.
mode, the theater mode,
So,
where you
like,
just go in and watch cutscenes.
I think it should be added to any game that has
Right.
cutscenes, Nintendo or otherwise.
Right.
Because it makes sense. Especially for heavy story-driven games. It would be kind of cool to go back and rewatch it as like a little mini movie. Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah.
Heck, Late Shift is a movie that's interactive. That needs to be movie theater mode the entire game.
Yes.
I love Late
Yes.
Shift. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Like, I love Late
Yeah,
Shift.
yeah, no, for sure. But again, I'm still thinking the best way to play this right now is going to be setting it on the table and throwing your head down.
That still feels uncomfortable.
It does, and yeah. But
I'm gonna hook the damn elephant up to it, so I don't have to hold it up like this. I'll just hold it like this
yeah, right.
with a
right.
little thing, and then I'll just I gotta switch hands. I gotta
Yeah,
switch hands.
yeah.
Gotta switch hands. Gotta switch hands.
Good luck fighting a Lionel with that.
I'll be like, look, you can't see the screen, but Eric, you're gonna play the
Wait.
game while I'm in VR.
So yeah, I control the left Joy-Con, you control the right Joy-Con.
Or
You
we
run
take
to
the
left,
Joy-Cons
run to the right.
off, and you just screw up my vision nonstop,
Oh,
make me
come
throw
on.
up. Oh, who'd that?
Punishment.
Oh, that's a punishment. I just realized should that be the betting special?
That could be a punishment. That
Where
could
like
be a
you have to,
punishment.
especially if we see if it works that way.
Yeah.
Where you have to be like 5 minutes in Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
where I
God.
can't even see what's happening, and I'm just controlling everything and trying to make you throw up, or you make me throw up.
Oh Lord.
It's over if you puke.
Yeah.
If you make it all the way through, I don't know.
It.
You just made it all the way through.
Yeah. Right.
And get to feel sick to your stomach.
Yeah.
Better than ocean water.
Or a
I'm
headache.
sure.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't. It was
Yeah,
not good, but it wasn't
that lingered
bad.
that
It
lingered
did.
For
It did.
This I don't think it lingered. I think this
No.
would get over after like an hour. You'd be like,
Probably.
fine.
I think it'd probably actually give me more of a headache than it would probably
Yeah,
stomach.
you can pop some Tylenol and be done.
Right. But still, that could be an interesting punishment.
And this could be so hard to videotape because like you can't see it. I mean, you can
Right.
see you getting sick,
Right.
but
Right.
Well, we'll crank the volume on the Switch so you guys can hear
Know
that
where
there's
we're
stuff,
at. Yeah, yeah.
that there's stuff
Things
happening.
actually going on. And I'm not just sitting
hey,
there.
you're running into some bokoblins over there. Oh, am I?
Am I?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. You're right. Woo!
Did I just jump off and go, oh, you're soaring? No, I'm not.
Right.
And they're like, what are you doing? I'm looking up as you're falling down. Oh, good times.
God, yeah, that could
We're
be-
gonna have a lot of fun with this when it's finally here.
Yeah,
like
I
the
think
VR
so.
thing's out. We're recording this on Thursday, so I obviously don't have it yet. But I probably won't get it until a few days. It comes out on a Friday. I think I'll be getting it a couple days after this podcast comes out. The $40 Labo VR kit. Just so I have it on hand, basically for Zelda. Plus, I kind of I might give some impressions on it. Even though it won't be the full impressions because I won't have all of the VR games. I'll have an idea of how it works, anyways. Who knows? Maybe I end up buying the big Labo VR kit and then I'll give you the full impression.
Right. And actually, another
It
thing
takes
that
like 10 hours to build everything too.
Oh, really? Jeez.
And the gun is one of the coolest things apparently.
Yeah.
But it takes like forever to build it.
Huh.
It's like really
Well,
complicated.
No one does. It surprised me.
Yeah, and
it
like
doesn't
apparently
surprise me at
it
all.
feels so good. The early reviews, which is why I'm not going to review it, but I can do impressions. The early reviews I have seen of the Labo VR stuff, people are really impressed, and they're saying that in some ways it's better than normal VR.
Wow. Uh-oh.
So
Here comes the VR haters.
Nintendo might be. I mean, as much
sorry.
as we can complain about the Zelda and holding your face and how dumb it sounds, Nintendo might be onto something.
Yeah.
That no one dared to try until they did it.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, here comes the
And I know it's
here comes the
cardboard,
VR.
and you guys are going to hate on it.
purists.
And oh my god, the low resolution screen! Well, like, as explained in almost every review of it, the low resolution screen has nothing to do with motion sickness. So, like, all of your fears for motion sickness due to low res is not actually legit and real. That's not how motion sickness works. So,
Yeah.
and apparently, like, even that stupid wind pedal that looks like the stupidest thing ever. Apparently, when you are actually in the game flying as the bird, like, it is so immersive.
What?
Like, it works. It looks dumb. If you're watching someone do it, you're like, God, this guy looks like an idiot.
Yeah, right.
But when you're in the game, it feels like you're flying, which is like
Crazy.
that's what VR is supposed to be.
Right. No, for sure,
That's
for sure.
the big thing with VR is it's not just, is the game's good or that. The entire point of VR is to bring you into that world and make you feel like you're actually there.
Right.
And apparently how this works does it in such a way that it's impossible not to feel like you're in it. Even like the gun. Well, guess what? You're literally holding the gun, physically doing actions all over the place, and it moves with your head, and you're just completely engrossed, flying as a bird. Like, you're flapping the wings and like feeling the wind gush, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen on any other VR. There's
right.
no other VR device that's blowing wind at you while you're flying. It doesn't happen.
Would be interesting to see.
Technically, there is like this. Someone's gonna bring up. There's this stupid smart fan for PCs that is supposed to like blow wind at you whenever you jump or something. It's the stupidest thing. It doesn't actually immerse you at all. All it does is dry out your freaking throat.
Next, you're gonna tell me there's a smart squirt bottle too that if you jump into the water, it sprays you.
Oh, well, here's what Game explained it like. If you've ever gone to any of those 4D theaters,
Oh yeah.
it's like that, except you actually feel like you're in the world because you can't see anything. You're not looking at everyone else like, really? You smell that? Like, no, it's just you.
Right. Yeah. Huh. That's cool.
And I'm like, yeah, now that you say that,
Oh,
that makes sense. Because
dang
the
it.
4D theaters are so popular because you don't get that anywhere but at the theme parks.
I know. Which really kind of makes me want
And
to
they
have
do
the...
splash you with water.
Yeah. Right.
So what you're saying that actually happens.
No, I
there.
know.
It's just not a little mini fan in front of you.
I mean,
It's dropping at you from the sky.
it's one of those little spray fans.
Yeah, a
Oh, good God.
little. Oh man, Patrick, have you tried this? A little nozzle pops up, and just sprays you right.
Yeah, I
in the
know.
eye.
That's. I really wish they'd bring the SpongeBob 4D movie.
I love the
thing
SpongeBob 4D.
that they had at Noah's Ark. I don't know if they
so
still have it or if it's a different one.
They still have a 4D theater, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's still showing. Probably can't still be showing
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
I
Maybe
know.
it is. Maybe it
Maybe.
is because it's that good. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they rotate it. With some other
And
stuff.
then you get the pickle smell. Yeah.
I've never wanted pickles more than when I smell it in there.
Right? Wait. And then get sprayed by water. Wait.
I think it's river water.
Wait. Another cool thing that I did see while looking through stuff trying to find
Topics.
and stuff was apparently Labo VR has a Virtual Boy Easter egg.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, apparently I don't know where it's found, but I don't know if it's just some sort of like movie or something that it shows. Basically, it shows the person's hands. They have the Virtual Boy sitting in front of them, and they turn on the Virtual Boy, turn it around, and then it looks into the Virtual Boy, and it shows Mario Tennis.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was actually kind of cool.
That's like the only good Virtual Boy game with
Yeah.
Mario Tennis, basically.
Probably because it didn't give you the motion sickness.
I
I don't know. I couldn't.
It actually
I
was a
really
decent
played-
game, apparently. I played a little bit of it once. I'm like, yeah, I mean, games are way better now. But, I mean, I guess at the time it might have been considered neat.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
But-
me looking at it at the time would have been like, what am I looking at?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
this is all red.
yeah, right.
Like, did I just
Why?
enter hell or something? What's going on?
Did they make this game in blood or what?
I feel like all this red is like can't be good for my eyes. Like lasers are shooting into my eyes.
yeah, that's a good point. I never
Like,
really thought of
this
that.
doesn't really feel like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
right.
safe.
Yeah.
But,
Again,
no reported blindness from it, as far as I'm aware of.
yeah.
But then again, there wasn't enough of them to find out. Maybe that's why.
Oh
Okay.
boy. But yeah.
Anything else you want to bring up about VR?
No. Oh yeah. There was. You know that foot pedal,
Yeah.
the wind pedal. It would be really kind of cool to they'd have to make it dual controller,
Sure.
but dual joystick or dual Joy-Con. Sorry, and they do a drum set
Okay.
because you have the foot pedal
For the kick.
and you have the Joy-Cons for your sticks. That would be really kind of cool.
They could. I mean, the Switch supports dual, like multiple Joy-Cons, so that is theoretically possible. Yes.
That would be, I think, an awesome game.
So basically, Wii Music.
Yeah.
But maybe not as crappy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, don't they already have a guitar?
But the problem is you have to hold the damn thing to your face.
I know.
It requires the strap.
Again,
You'd almost need like triple Joy-Cons because you need the one for the foot pedal.
Yeah.
You need the two to hold onto for the sticks, and then
Oh,
you
yeah,
need
you
to
would.
attach to the thing so you can have
Yeah,
the
you would.
motion tracking.
yeah, you would. Huh.
So it would
But
be
still.
$240 setup with just Joy-Cons. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yep.
You could buy just a single Joy because I guess you only need 5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I guess it wouldn't be quite that much. It'd be a lot of money. But
Yes,
there's
it
people
would.
that have that many Joy-Cons. Heck,
Right.
we technically could have pulled it off with just combining ours with
Right.
my daughter.
Right.
So technically, I have access to enough of them to do it. I
Right.
suppose.
Right. I mean, you would just need, you would need maybe a
Experience
couple
it.
people.
And some
But-
duct tape.
Yeah, exactly. Again, you're not going to tell me that people are not going to find a way to.
There will be third-party accessories that will do it, guaranteed.
Again, going back to last week, a third-party solution for a first-party problem.
I mean, there'll be like homemade solutions too, besides duct tape. Someone will 3D print.
Well, I know they
I
will.
think
That's
they
what I'm
will.
saying. You're not going to tell me that somebody's not going to jerry-rig something.
Well, everyone's gonna jerry rig something. It'd just be like, why isn't this officially supported? Especially for Breath of the Wild. Granted, it doesn't matter if you still have to hold your hands up here to play Breath of the Wild. It's not really gonna matter anyways.
The only thing I can think of, and the reason why Nintendo is not doing it, is because if they did put a strap on there, and let's say the strap broke, and your Switch drops, they could be somewhat liable for your Switch dropping because their
No.
band broke.
All they have to do is have a warning label on the package. And that makes you 100% responsible to anything that happens. Just like when I take my kids to the trampoline park,
I
you
know.
sign away their life to even
I
use
know.
the damn thing.
I'm
It's
just
just
saying.
like the TOS that we automatically agree to just for booting up the software.
You mean that nobody reads?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they can literally absolve themselves from any damage that occurs. And besides,
Yeah.
even if damage did happen, if it's after the warranty went out, why does Nintendo care?
Yeah,
Buy a new Switch.
I get that, but
And it's encased in cardboard, so it'll probably be all right anyways.
yeah.
'Cause the cardboard would
I was
kinda
just
get
thinking
some
of. I was just thinking of a reason why they didn't do it, but I mean,
probably because I think it's too heavy for kids to have on their head. That's probably the real reason. And they want it to be short play sessions to limit
so
the
then
amount.
why
the chance
did
of
you
motion sickness.
bring Breath of the Wild?
That's what I don't
into
get. A
it?
mini game in Breath of the Wild, sure. The entire game, it's like, God, I don't know. Then again, maybe they'll release official straps and they'll make it work, and the mode will work with multiple Joy-Cons. Or you can use the Joy-Cons and I can use a Pro Controller. and so just you get the head tracking. I don't know. We don't know how it works, so we
Yeah.
honestly don't know because we
Right.
haven't seen it.
Right.
We just
But-
seen them take a thing and like, look, Breath of the Wild's happening in the glasses. Let's zoom in, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is like what Breath of the Wild looks like. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
it's like
right.
we don't really know how it works.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think it's gonna do it then for this week.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was episode 104.
Yeah.
If you're a member on Patreon at patreon.com/NintendoPrime. Huh? Where's Mom? Did she fall asleep? Okay, I'll be up in a moment. She must have fell asleep. Anyways, if you are a member on Patreon for $5 a month, you can get early access to the podcast on Sundays to the audio version. If you are a $10 and up backer on Patreon, you get to watch us record the podcast, usually on Thursdays or Fridays. If you are a $20 backer on Patreon, you can be invited to be on an episode of the podcast once per month. Otherwise, you can find the podcast on iTunes, on Podbean, on I just said Patreon, a Google Play Store, and NintendoPrime.net.
There you go.
Got it all,
Yeah.
baby. Got it all. Getting better every
yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as always, you can find me on Twitter at NintyPrime, and you can find Eric on Twitter.
At emo8790.
And I might as well remind you guys, we are giving away a Nintendo Switch Super Smash Bros. Bundle thingamajigger giveaway. We've been giving it away for like half a year at this point.
Yeah.
When we hit 50,000 subscribers, we'll finally announce the winner. And we're back on the growth path. We're almost to 46,000.
Great.
So, hey, we're getting there. Maybe we'll get there before E3. I don't know. I'm hoping. That's just wishful thinking. But
Yeah.
there's a Gleam.io link. You might as well enter it. If you made it this far in the podcast, like, come on. Go
Right.
enter
Right.
the giveaway. Like, seriously, everyone else has entered it. Go enter it, and good luck. It is a collection, like a collector's item. So,
Yeah.
get in on it. Like, seriously, especially if like Switch Pro comes out, like, even it's going to become even more of a collector's item because they'll eventually stop making regular Switches.
Yeah,
So,
right?
all right. Catch you guys in the next episode.
You.
Hey, just under an hour. Each episode gets a little shorter. Yes. Well, it helps when I'm timing too, because the reason I wanted to time it is because some of those topics. Oh, you picked out good topics, and what I noticed